Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock-Whitney Stadium. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the South Alabama Jaguars. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Coach Cumbie before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys?
All right, Holly. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it here. And now to run the offense is Blake Baker. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Hits inside, it's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Defense in press coverage. To the air, it's Baker. And the defense got him at the 27.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So South Alabama's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready.
Running inside. It's Phillips. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls it in. It's Marion. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Drives inside. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Malone. Swamped immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Dropping back, it's Jacobs. Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Give to the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. There he goes. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. To the air, it's Jacobs. Looking to the big tight end. Dangerous throw on that one.
And that these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Malone. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. Running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
RPO complete. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. And he got enough for the 1st down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He'll take it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Jacobs. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The give. Touchdown, Jaguars! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Selling the fake. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Takes the easy completion. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Trying to get started. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. South Alabama appears ready. Things on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well run him again. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his target. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Ready, go!
Needs it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Sets his feet, it's Jacobs. Finds his man, it's Hunter. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Good timing on the quick out. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Lets it go for the end zone. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Here we go, ready. Blue 30. Booster, booster. Ready, go.
Gotta make the play on 4th. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up. Ball on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Quick catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Right side, it's Ford. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Pulls it in, it's Wilkerson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh set of downs going up top. Holds on, it's Wilkerson. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw one first. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The run inside. It's Malone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Jaguars have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires quickly. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give is to Miller. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there. They forced the TFL.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by them.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Finds his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, it's Phillips. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Jacobs. On target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Jaguars headed quickly to the line. Pushes ahead. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On the move, it's Phillips. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Fighting Irish eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Back now to your game inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Howie, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Jaguars head coach at halftime. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Howie.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sets his feet. It's Jacobs. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Jaguars will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Miller with the ball. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Turns out it's Miller. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about But that's about as rough as it gets. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking downfield, it's Baker. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. A spectacular one-hand grab.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Lots of running room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Baker. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. These corners backing off a bit. Under pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Dead center perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A designed run for the quarterback. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Making the adjustment. To the air, it's Jacobs. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half, they kind of got a little something cooking, put some points up. Here in the second half, after halftime, they got the punt, they give up a sack. They've got to get something positive to build some momentum for their squad.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position. And make the fair catch at around the 35. The give is to Miller. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
Makes the grab in their space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna run it. It's Malone. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to go up top on second down. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Baker. Finds his man.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Throws it off the RPO. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And how about that formation on fourth and short? Instead of going big bodies, short yardage, they decided to spread them out with multiple wide receivers, and I think they opened up some more creases and gaps for their running back to squeeze through and move the chains. Really nice play call there on offense.
They'll run it on first and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Coming to the line for second and goal, and what will be the last play of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Baker. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the fourth. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
He must have just felt really awful about that play, because 3rd and long, you'd like to get something back here, even if it's just a check down, to make 4th down more manageable. Throwing this football away now, 4th down is going to be difficult.
And it's gone! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Straight ahead, it's Malone. Good, strong tackle.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Ready, go!
Using his legs, it's Malone. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They'll ride the hot hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got the 1st down, turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Jaguars! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. They march 78 yards down the field, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered.
Makes the grab and room to run. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. There he goes. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Brooks. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Finds his back in the middle. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little... They're a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Sells the run, looking to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Just keep slinging it. This one's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Moves the pocket. It's Baker. Gets rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you get to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Quick give. It's Martin. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. Back to throw, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun. Out wide right, it's Wilkerson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hauls it in. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Setting up the screen. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. A strike downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
They'll try to get the 2, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Rushes on, and down he goes.
Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.